Hello friends, and welcome to this week's video. So as promised, I am going to give you guys an update on how it's been going in my mini Filofax. So, spoiler alert, it's going well, but it's also taking some getting used to, and I will explain further. So, let's open up the Filofax. As soon as we open it, you can see that my little chunky Uni 1P pen, it falls out as soon as I open it, because if I have it inside of the elastic pen holder, it will crush my dividers, as you can see straight away. So what I've been doing is I've been keeping it here on the side, and then it still clips in really, really nicely. But it's just something to note if you do end up getting this binder or this pen. So yeah. Then I did a little bit of a divider slash, could you call it a dashboard? I don't really know these terms, so please let me know in the comments. But I put down a key for when I post a Patreon video and when I post a YouTube video, or when I would like to post them. If they don't end up getting posted, I can just erase them, but ideally I won't have to erase them. And I got this idea from my sweet friend Mari from Dory Journals. She doesn't know it, but she introduced me to this stamp in one of her videos. And yeah, I think it's really helpful because you can see really clearly when you want to post a video, and then it's really like easy to erase. So yeah, I've got that for my YouTube. I've got a birthday one. It was my mum's birthday, August 1st. And then I've got the one for Patreon, which is just a little journal with the pencil, and then the plain stamp for when I travel back to the UK. I've been enjoying the calendar so far. By the way, these are what the stamps look like. They are Pilot friction stamps, which I'm sure you've heard of, but I did wanna show you guys. Now let's move to the next divider. So this one makes me a little bit shy. This one makes me a little bit shy, so I'm going to use these guys to help me out a little bit. Okay, so I have been tracking my health a little bit, as I've said, and I don't know if I want to do this here, to be honest. And the reason why is because I think it might work better for me to do it in the Filofax Personal, and I will get to that in a little bit. But all I did on the top is write down any notes from my health. So I stated that I went for a walk, I drank a bottle of water. Please don't be like me, guys. Stay hydrated. I struggle with remembering to drink water. It's really bad, so I'm working on that. Then I had 2 cups of coffee as well. I slept for 7 hours the night before, and I was having a little bit of like tummy cramps. Basically what I do is I write down any notes, to be honest, on there, and they can either be like healthy things that I did or unhealthy things that I did. I just want to make sure that I write those down, as well as some symptoms. So that's kind of what I did, but like I said, I kind of want to do that in my personal instead. Then the to-do list was working quite nicely. It's fun because you can also just do like the most random collections on there, like Animal Crossing log, or next time in Loft I would like to get more plotted grid paper maybe. With the to-do lists, I think I'm definitely happy to continue doing that in here. Then something I experimented with as well was just like daily logging, or doing like a captain's log. So yeah, I like the idea of doing a captain's log as well, but that's something that I fell off on fairly quickly. So not sure about that yet either. I did love taking this around with me to the garden that we went to explore this week. By the way, let me know if you liked seeing like the snippets from the week. It's fun taking this around with you to somewhere new, and then you can write down like your impressions throughout the time that you're there. And there was a stamp to be collected, which was really fun. Then I did some cafe doodles, and I did some impressions whilst I was there having coffee as well. And it was really fun doing a little rating and writing any notes. Then just notes from YouTube videos I watched, quotes that I saw from a video that I really enjoyed. Then I asked Satu to draw me some festival related doodles. So you've got some shaved ice. We went to a summer festival yesterday. We've been to 2 so far, which was really nice. A big stamp. I did collect a sticker from a drink that Satu had at Tully's Coffee. So yeah, and I haven't really written any lists here yet. So what are my thoughts, guys? I'm not sure if you're interested, but I'm going to tell you anyway. No, I'm joking. So what are my thoughts? I think that it's still really early days, but I think that this as a pocket notebook is great. So you just carry this around with you everywhere, wherever you want to take it with you. And it's so nice because you can capture your impressions from wherever you are. And if you've got any thoughts floating in your head that you don't want to forget, you can just note it down straight away in here. So yeah, like quotes from a video that you were watching, you're like, whoa, that's really good, let me write that down. Or I had the idea that it would be really nice to do some co-working with my sweet friend Anisha when I'm back in the UK. So I wrote that down and then I messaged her about it. So yeah, it's great for that. And I think that is what really is clicking for me right now, is that I would like to just use this as a pocket notebook, to not stress too much about it at all. So it's just a pocket notebook that I carry around with me with an emergency calendar in the front, which could be in sync with my main calendar and my main planner, which is the Filofax Personal. So that's all there really is to it for now. I think that this is, yeah, like I said, something that I will carry around with me and use it for however I feel in the moment. And then what I can do is, if there's, I can read through it perhaps at the end of the week. That could be really nice. And take out any notes, or not physically take them out. I could if I wanted to, but I might just like read through, and if there's anything that I want to store safely, I can transfer it to my Filofax Personal, which I did do earlier in the week a little bit. I experimented with that. So yeah, I feel like this is like a good little companion to take with you everywhere, and then whatever needs to be transferred can be done later to your main planner, or you can keep it all in there as well. But I would like to personally transfer it so that I know that I have one place with everything I need, because something I do experience is a bit of overwhelm when I know that I have many thoughts floating around in different notebooks. So if I know that I've skimmed through it at the end of the week, worst case scenario at the end of the month, then I transfer everything to my main space. That gives me a lot of like relief personally. So that's something I'm going to continue experimenting with. Like I said, it's really early days, but yeah, those are my thoughts on the mini rings, and that's how it's been going this week. So going into the Filofax Personal. So let's talk about the Filofax Personal for now. I did forget to put my pen away. I have been really enjoying the world of Filofax recently. I've been really deep into the lore and everything about Filofax. It's been super fun. I have done a little bit of a reset in here since it's a new month, and since this is still a very new system for me. I would like to update you guys on this because there's something I want to keep myself accountable on. Do I have a collection? Yes. So something I did a bit of research on is like how to stop comparing my Filofax to other people's. And basically what I came across was the idea to focus more on function over aesthetics, which is really hard because, you know, it's nice to have things look pretty. But I think it's definitely more important to focus on function for me. I also would like to shop my stash more, definitely. From now on, I think I've got a good enough selection. I'm embarrassed by some of my karaoke songs. And this is really simple. Focus on your own, the best way to stop comparing is to focus on your own daily friction rather than someone else's aesthetics. What I think they mean by this is focusing, just on yourself, really. And then, so planner comparison or journal comparison, I think can definitely lead to planner hopping, which is fine. But for me, it does take away some money and time that I could be spending on something else. That was a bit of I'm not 100% sure yet how I feel about that statement. It's not even a big deal. This is just me brain tooting right now. So this is just, whatever. But I would like you guys to keep me accountable with that. I want to keep things really simple. Like I said in my last video, I do go big too soon, I go big when I've only just started, so I want to start small and build on it. I don't know if it's because I'm in Japan right now, in my favorite place, but I feel really comfortable with just these 3 notebooks personally. So the Filofax Personal, the Mini Rings, and the A6. So just I want to see if I can keep going with these 3, and it would be nice if you guys could keep me accountable a little bit to make sure that I'm not abandoning them. Really think that for a while, for as long as possible, guys, I want to stick with these 3 because it's bringing me a lot of peace. And yeah, like I said, the reason why it's bringing me a lot of peace is because I know that this is my main place. Like on a website, you've got the home page. This is my home page. So anything important that I end up just quickly noting down in these notebooks, because maybe I've left this at home, which most likely will be at home because it's a little bit heavier. So if any of the important information ends up in here, in a later date, I will, hopefully not too late, I will make sure to transfer it all into here. So at the end of the day, literally, or I guess not literally, at the end of the day, I know that I've got everything I need in here. So yeah, and then I have changed up the dividers a bit. I'm going to stick with them for now, see how it goes. I'll update you guys on that as well. But I've got, in this first divider, it's literally just my dated inserts, and I've kept it really simple, where I've put these stickers right next to the calendar, so they're there when I need them. And then I've got my second divider, which is for health, which I would like to talk about more in the future. Then I've got adulting, which is a bit of an embarrassing label, but I wrote down, for example, my subscriptions, which sometimes I do tend to put to the side, I don't want to think about them, but here's a little sneak peek. So yeah, I put that in a Itoya sheet that Nikki gave me, which is really fun. And then some gift lists, and then finance trackers, all of that kind of stuff can go in here. and I look forward to adding more in there. And this is here to like bring me peace, you know, to make me feel calm. And I think I probably would put like important details to do with adulting stuff, you know, but I'll have to make sure to take them out when I film a video just in case. So I know that everything's there. And then here I've got media tracker, which I think is fun to just put any, I want to actually consume more media. I don't consume that much media, so I thought it would be fun to keep a little section where I do ratings and stuff. But that might come out because I don't actually watch that much media, even though I do want to. So like I said, it's going to be like a thing that I try out and play around with. Then projects, I've got like YouTube video ideas, Instagram posts and stuff, because I just want to be more active in general. And then collections. Yeah. And then random paper at the back. Karaoke songs. I've been going for like really nostalgic Disney Channel karaoke songs, guys. Yeah, so those are my notebook thoughts for this week. I have also been having fun in the A6. There are days, like I said, where I don't love my drawings, but it's okay. That's not the point, you know? It's just, I just want to create something if I can each day. But yeah. It was mine and Sato's 2-year anniversary of being married yesterday. And it was really cute because we went for coffee with Sato's parents. And we had some really fancy coffee in this thing. I don't know what to call it, but it was delicious. And the place was called Kurashiki Coffee. And then me and Sato went on a little road trip on the 6th. And then on the 5th, we went for some breakfast and morning karaoke. So, yeah. And this one is getting chunky, guys. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying it in here. So, yeah. Summer notebooks are still going strong, you guys. I would love to keep going in these 3 for as long as I can, because I right now I just feel like it's everything that I could need and more. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now because I think this video might cut off soon. And once again, I am sweating. But I hope you guys had a good week. By the way, happy Sunday. I hope you guys had a good week, and I wish you a lovely week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.